All right, Chelsea 2, Full Bacon FC nil. Did you miss the game by chance? Well, guess what? No, you didn't. As a matter of fact, the game was so boring that I actually started studying mid game because I'm a productive person and I have things to do. Woke up early, 6 o'clock in the morning, mapped out my day, things that I have to get taken care of, and of course, I left a couple of slots empty to watch some football, as a football fan would do, you know what I'm saying? Chelsea's my second team after AC Milan. So I thought to myself, you know what? Wake up, prepare yourself, obviously. Watch the game, write some notes about the game. You know what notes I wrote? They weren't about the game, they were about immunology and toxicology from university. Those are the only notes that I wrote down. Alright? That's how boring that game was. Let's get into it. I actually did write a couple of notes, but not too much. Anyway, like, subscribe to the channel. I even made a cup of coffee. 7 out of 10. 7.5. Better rating than Enzo Fernandez. We'll get to that. Alright, so the game starts, obviously, back and forth. Nothing is happening as per usual when you watch Chelsea and Stamford Bridge. In my opinion, these days, I don't know why they play a lot better away. This is just how I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, set up as normal. Cucurella, Gusto, Tosin, Chalaba, mid lane. I keep saying mid lane from League of Legends anyway. Caicedo, Enzo, that double pivot going on. Got some wingers going on with Neto, Estevao, Delap, and Joao Pedro playing as the 10. Pretty straightforward, solid lineup. You like to see it. We're starting to get to know these players a little bit more. A couple of years ago, it was just a million players. You don't know who's coming in what game. Now we have like a foundation going on, and you got to love it. Chelsea's back. Am I right? We are back. World Cup champions of the Club World Cup, that is. The lap gets injured after 10 minutes, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, here we go. Chelsea taxes. Everybody that joins Chelsea is always injured. Have you ever noticed that? I'm an AC Milan fan. Let me explain this to you. You had the likes of Christian Pulisic, always injured at Chelsea. Shout out to Lockdown Pulisic, that is. Goes to AC Milan, barely gets injured. Is the league a little bit slower? I get it, I understand, and yes, and that's a good thing if you're a football player, am I right? It is. But at the same time, I've always said this. Too many games in the Premier League, if you're a Premier League team, that is. Not to mention the style of play is just non-stop headless chicken running. Of course, you're going to get injured every now and then. But there's something about Chelsea in particular. Their players are always getting injured. I'm thinking about Loftus-Cheek. Last year he had a couple of injuries with AC Milan. The year before and now he's healthy, doing his thing, scoring goals. Nkunku, our new signing with AC Milan, injured all the time with Chelsea. Before he joined Chelsea, was never injured. And now he's at Milan. We'll see. We'll give you an update on that. I rate that signing as well, by the way. But yeah, I mean, a lot of injuries with Chelsea. The lap, just signing, just a new signing that is, and he's injured already. And I rate that player. I think he's good. And I like that they're playing both Joao Pedro and Delap. There was this conversation going on, and Joao Pedro joins in, so Delap is now second fiddle. Well, guess what? Jackson's out of the picture for now, so they're both playing. I like it. Why not? Especially when Cole Palmer's out. He's back in the freezer right now, taking care of business after being defrosted the first game of the season. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's injured. Did he change? Did something change in the game? Nothing. The first half in general was so boring. Like I mentioned, I started studying. That's how boring. Like imagine waiting all week for a Chelsea game to go study mid-game. But here we are. Anyway, so Delap gets injured. Tyreek George comes in. He was like on the phone chatting. I was like, hey, Roma, are we done yet? Oh, Delap's injured? All right, I'll step in. Maybe I can improve myself, let's say. He comes in, evil Saka, Sakayo Baka, whatever you want to call him. He reminds me of, if you guys remember Crash Bandicoot, remember Aku Aku and Uka Uka? Saka and Sakayo Baka. Pakayo Saka and Sakayo Baka. Evil Saka. Uka Aku Aku. Uka Uka. Listen, if you're a Crash Bandicoot fan, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, nothing happens. They score a goal. It was, in my opinion, a foul. I don't know why they're complaining in the bench over at the Fullham bench over there. And rightfully so. 18 years old, scores a goal. Joshua King, great goal in my opinion, but unfortunately, it's an offside. Not an offside. It's a foul, brother. Unfortunately. Chalaba, I want to get to Chalaba. I think he is the man of the match, alongside Joao Pedro. Tackles, sensational. Defending, sensational. Last-ditch efforts, pretty good. Got us the penalty as well. The guy's improvement is insane. I mean, think about this guy. He was in Crystal Palace, depressed, if you guys see those memes. But here he is, back at the club. Proper Chelsea. And he's with the national team as well. Listen, you gotta believe in yourself, people. If you're a footballer, never give up. Look at Chalaba, living his dream. Who didn't play well and got on the stat sheet for those stat padding merchants? Enzo Fernandez, looking like Ugarte from Manchester United. He was atrocious, absolutely horrendous. Every single ball. Like, I'm trying to think of what he did. He didn't do anything. He missed so many balls. He missed more balls than Fofana with AC Milan. But he got his penalty. But he crossed the corner, got his assist. But did he play well? No. It was horrendous. You know how many opportunities we created from a counterattack that he misplaced, or dribbled wrong, or shot the ball wrong, or crossed it wrong? Almost all of them. He was like, oh man, he was terrible. He was terrible. 100 million, not even worth 50, bro. I know he scores goals sometimes, but the guy's not even, I don't know. Listen, he got his stats. That's what people care about. All right? So, here we go. Who didn't get stats? Well, actually, did get a stat. Joao Pedro. What a performance, Joao Pedro. The only player alongside Chalaba, in my opinion, that showed grit, showed some grind. That Memphis Grizzly thing going on with him. Scored his header. 1-2s, defending, creating, getting the second chance, heading, physique, dribbling, finesse, everything. He worked his ass off. His ass off. Capital A, capital S, capital S. I know I'm talking like I'm tired, but that game was so boring, you know. Not good enough. We scammed a penalty as well. I don't think that was a penalty. We saw Joao Pedro handle the ball. I thought anytime you handle a ball, whether it was like whether you meant it or you didn't mean it, it doesn't count. I don't know why did it count. How? Explain to me, people. It's not looking good, bruv. The refereeing is very sketchy, and I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't like this. Anyway, maybe they paid the ref. I don't know. There's nothing to talk about this game. I'm telling you, it was just full-on back and forth of absolutely nothing. Counterattack, bam, interception. Counterattack, bam, misplaced pass. Counterattack, bam, misplaced pass. Counterattack, bam, etc., etc. Literally the entire game. It opened up a little bit after the 2 goals because you could tell that their coach just gave up. He just sat on the bench, like, man, this ain't working for us. The referee's against us. Have fun, boys. That's what happened. Esteval looking bright. A little raw, in my opinion. A little overhyped as well, in my opinion. He's very talented. He's doing his thing. Dribbling is very good. Everything looks good for an 18-year-old, that is. The way people are talking about him, like he's Neymar or something. Calm down, people. Seriously, calm down. I heard people call him the left foot Willian. Not to that extent, bro. But just calm down on his ass, all right? I don't want to make this video long. Just subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'm so tired. Should have went back to sleep, man. Peace.